Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. And congratulations to all my long-term Bitcoin hodlers, because Bitcoin broke out, reaching a new 20-month high, almost touching 46,000. And we're still at roughly 45,000 at the time of the live stream. So make some noise as we're starting off 2024 proper, to say the least. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. And this just in, Jim Cramer says the Bitcoin ETF will be a sell the news event. Very interesting. Means go long on Bitcoin, right? Also, we'll be discussing CNBC says the SEC could notify spot Bitcoin ETF issuers as soon as this week if they have been cleared to launch. In fact, Reuters leak, we can get the approval today or tomorrow. I'll be breaking all this down for you. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin-focused company shares surge and pre-market as Bitcoin breaks 45,000. We'll be discussing the performance of MicroStrategy and Coinbase. Also in today's show, Grayscale's latest spot Bitcoin ETF amendment omits authorized participants. That's right. Also, BlackRock is seeding their spot Bitcoin ETF with 10 million. Bitwise is seeding theirs with 200 million. Hashdex 2.8 million. WisdomTree 2.5 million. So the funds are starting to flow. Let's go. Also in today's show, Bitcoin can soar to $50,000 this week, according to Matrixport in their latest prediction. We'll also be discussing Vaneck director says people tend to underestimate the long-term impact of the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Also quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser, the God candle, a $100,000 uptick in Bitcoin is in play. It'll shift the global axis of wealth and power in one tick. We'll be discussing the catalyst for this $100,000 uptick. God candle, send it. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Welcome to the entire Crypto News Alerts fam. We greatly appreciate the support. How many of you were on the 14-hour live pump watch? Yeah, which ended this morning and started last night? Let me know. It was pretty epic. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Raven, good morning. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. What up, Logan? Let me know if the stream is loud, clear, and smooth. A little mic checker. I appreciate it. What up, Casey Gates? I smashed the like. Now my mouse is broken. Perfect. Appreciate that. Shout out Damien, Bitcoin Maximus, Manchester, UK in the building. Let's go 50 G's, baby. Casey, Happy New Year, fam. Happy New Year's, family. It's been lit thus far. 2024 is not going to disappoint. Kramer in verse is no longer. Well, he said, we have to recognize that Bitcoin's here to stay. So he's finally admitting it. But at the same time, he's saying this is going to be a sell the news event, which tells me it's not going to be a sell the news event. What do you guys think? Yes, this is live, Daniel. We're live each and every day, family. The premieres are at 9 p.m. Eastern. So when you see us at 9 p.m. Eastern, those are the premieres, which are the edited down versions of the live shows. The live shows are always in the day. What up, Crypto News Alerts fam? Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Clear from the Pacific Northwest. Good to see you, Silver. Boz Dragon, loud and clear. Abel Gonzalez, I lasted 4 hours. I'm getting old. I was cranking out push-ups at like 2 a.m. I think somebody gifted me $50 to do 50 push-ups, and I did them on my fingers. It was pretty hilarious. Bitcoin CEO just announced Bitcoin won't be building a disgusting, grotesque skyscraper like JP Morgan's new HQ. That's what's up, Baxter. Shout out Satoshi, long live the king. It's gone down since he said that. It says AI coming in loud and clear. Good to know, Palm Beach, what it do. Subscribe to the channel. That's right. We appreciate all the support, family. We're trying to get to 100,000 subs as fast as Bitcoin's going to reach 100,000 and we get this God candle. We're back, baby, baby. What up, Infrared? What up, George? We're ready for the new round. The Saudis are prepping their cash now. That's right. Yesterday's podcast, we discussed the Saudis going in, about to adopt some Bitcoin, major positions, bring facts, what it do. Good to see you, Barek. I told you, buy the rumor, buy the news, buy the dip, buy the chip. We stack the sats. Hashtag HODL gang. That's what's up. What up, Jesse Oro? What it do? You guys enjoying your new year already? Let me know. Daddy-O, what's good? Good to see the fam. I appreciate all the likes, all the support, family. It's always fun. Greetings from Southwest Florida. Shout out to my Floridians out there. Cheers, my old stomping grounds, Clearwater, Florida, before I relocated here to Puerto Rico. That's what's up, DCA, Clearwater in the audience. Small world. Can't wait for the Canary Wharf to become a ghost town. Right on. That's what's up. There will be a small sell-off and then a bull run like no one has seen before. Send it, Jacob. You know what I mean? Let's go. It's time. We appreciate it. And this is a live and interactive show, so let us know where you're tuning in from. We appreciate that. And shout out to all the members of the channel with the unique badge next to your name of that star. That means you're a member of the channel, and you can notice the majority of you guys are members, so we greatly appreciate all that support. When is the God Candle coming? Let's phone Satoshi a little later in the show and see what he says. Gary, what up? JV, we got another JV. Oh, snap. Tell Kennedy HVAC to buy some. Oh, word. Everyone should buy some. Tulum in the building. Shout out to Tulum. I visited the ancient ruins of Tulum from the Mayans many years ago when I went to Mexico. It was pretty lit. Great place to be. I had some margaritas out there. They were like this huge. I'm not selling no matter what. STI present. Represent. Welcome. Phoenix in the building. Texas. Phoenix, Arizona, Montreal, Canada. Elaine, what it do? Central Canada. Barack says this is the dip. We hit 45.8. Now we can pump. Yeah, we're already back above 45.1 as you can see. Let's see if we can break 46 before the end of the stream. What do you guys think? I want a star so bad, but I only spend money on sats, says Jesse. 50,000, here we come. Let's get it. Well, just FYI, to become a member of the channel is only as little as $2.99 a month. However, many of you have been blessed. We now have probably close to 500 memberships since we launched memberships 3 weeks ago. And I would guess over 300 of them were gifted. So it pays to be active in those chats. You never know who's going to be gifted next. I am planning a trip to check out Mexico. The pyramids are on the list. That's what's up, Casey. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Shout out to Casey and OG here on the channel. Notice his badge is a different color. That's month number 2. Holy snap. C-Dog just docked. What's the C-Dog? I am already loaded with Bitcoin. I need to buy the second best. I think Sailor has some suggestions. Michael Sailor, are you available?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There is no second best crypto asset.
Thank you, Michael. We appreciate that. And speaking of gifts, Barack Munfils Evangelista never disappoints, just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. So congratulations, Logan, Ray Cruz, Stefan, looks like Nobody the Bot, and Johnny Rico. You've all been blessed with a free membership. Thank you, everyone, just joining us. Be sure to smash the like, show some love, show Barack some love. There is no second best. That's right, Corey. You got that right. We have the UK in the building. Shout out to END. I need to swap some silver for more Bitcoin. Smart move. Never gets old. Amen. I appreciate you too, Rock, for hooking it up before the stream even began. You sent a super. So I appreciate that support, family. You're the man. Hello from California, Juan Espino. Appreciate you tuning in from Cali. Bendero, JV, the stream machine. You already know we taking over. Hello from LA, California love. Julius, thank you, family. AI, there is no second best is the quote of the year. Quote of the century. Jekyll Island bad, crypto good. There you go, Damien. Johnny Rico, congrats on becoming a member. Hello from rainy Seattle. What up, fam? Palm Springs, Cali in the building. Shout out to Debo. Appreciate that. Send some San Sabo. What does that say? Sobo? Send me the RZA, Michael Saylor, and the ghost-faced killer. No one could be iller. Yeah. Cali in the house. Solvang. Shout out Casey Gates. Much love. Holding it down out there. Credit cards maxed out on Bitcoin. Smart man. That'll pay off well. Good stream. Hit the like and spread the love. Appreciate that, Diana Jones. Thank you for supporting the movement and tuning into the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. No clickbait here, family. This is the real deal. I want a Mark IV Supra when Bitcoin moons. Let's go. Seems like tomorrow, the ETF. What do you guys think? ETF today, ETF tomorrow. The day is not over yet. We had Reuters, a very popular mainstream financial, institution that reports on this kind of stuff. They reported and leaked that the approval could be as soon as today or tomorrow. So we'll see. And we already have other experts predicting this week, if not clearly the deadline being next week on the 10th. Some are saying by the 8th. We shall soon see. It's days away. Is that why the market is pumping right now? What are your thoughts? Does this channel have a Discord? You're damn right we do. Discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. You also see the Discord and all the links to our communities in the show notes in the description. So make sure to join the Discord. Discord's lit. We already have over 20 channels in there. We have our own private server, and we can discuss charts, memes, all of it. So make sure to be in there. Even the 100K fiesta. You know what I mean? Florida in the building. St. Clair, appreciate that. Jeffrey Epstein's list is coming out today. Oh boy, we know Bill Clinton is on that mofo. Bendero, Florida in the building. Liberated, Viva BTC. Cheers, fam, from Panama. Salute. Happy New Year, 2024, baby. We're just getting this mofo lit. Game on. Tomorrow, ETF predicts NA. Big fishes are preparing cash, inverse Kramer, and wrong way, soul away. From Holland again. Shout out Max. Much love. George, yeah, 100%. You already know. ETF, when JV and Nipsey finish reviewing the applications. I'm thinking Friday or Tuesday. Right on Capital Fed. Love the hat. Where can you get one? Just Google orange Bitcoin hat, the name of this company. Let me switch the view so you can see. Merch, it looks like Merch 6 if I'm reading the Roman numeral correctly. Just type in Merch 6 Bitcoin. They have a bunch of options. This is the Bitcoin orange one. I never saw any other cap with the Bitcoin orange like this bright, so I like it. And I'm glad you like it as well. So you can find it. Support them. They got good merch. We also have a merch store as well, just FYI, at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. But this particular hat is not in it. But you can find all sorts of things. Mouse pads, iPhone cases, socks, jerseys, tank tops, you name it. We got it all. Love the tank top, bro. Thank you. Let's go. Could say JV merch. I know it should, but I didn't create this hat. So got to give credit where credit is due. I appreciate it, though, nonetheless. Fairgrounds, welcome. UK in the building, as always. We got a big fam here from the UK. Looks like Tennessee orange. Oh, word. Tennessee got their own orange as well. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, family. Andrew Tate mindset. Let's go. Denmark in the building. Just don't wear orange hats outside in public. FJ in the house. Shout out to FJ. Right on. I think that is a 9, not a 6. Yeah, I don't know Roman numerals so great. So whatever it is, it is. I need to get a Dubai passport when I make a few millions. No more taxes. Right on. Where do you currently live? How many people here rock Bitcoin gear? That's a good question. It goes up forever, Laura. I know No Hair Gare is going to delay the ETFs. That could be a probability. We got to fathom and keep in mind for sure. Let's go. 100%. K-Jam, what it do? Good to see you, brother. Let's go. Just found you. Nice. I appreciate it. Pedro Garcia. Appreciate you. Big up from Dorado Beach. Oh, snap. We got Puerto Rico fam in the building. I appreciate that. DJ Wednesday. What it do? Boz Dragon, Fairgrounds, and Maximus UK hodlers. Sweden in the building. Bear the Bull. Yes. And as everyone continues coming on, keep that chat lit. I love the energy, but we're going to kick off the show now. So here we go. If you're new to the channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Also, be sure to smash the like and hit the bell icon to turn on all notifications, as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm, helps get more eyeballs on the channel so we can reach our goal of 100,000 subs alongside that $100,000 Bitcoin price action. Also, today is pod episode number 1510. JV been going strong for 5 years. Today is January 2nd, 2024, and we got a lot to cover. So let's dive right in. Kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. You can see Bitcoin in the green, back above 45,200. We almost touched roughly 46,000 in the middle of the night. We're up 0.2% for the day. Ether's also up 1.2%, trading just shy of 2,400, while BNB, Solana, Cardano, and AVAX are pulling back and in the red. And to get a more broader perspective on the monthly, Bitcoin is now up almost 15%, Ether 10%. So Bitcoin's outpaced in ETH. Let's go. XRP up less than 2%, BNB 36%, Solana 71%, Cardano 53%, and AVAX roughly 85%. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, let's get a refresh for the latest numbers. You can see the market cap is now 1.73 trillion. Bring it. We have 82 billion in volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance back on the rise at 51.1%, with the Ether dominance at 16.5%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours, we have Astar leading the pack, followed by Maker and ICP. Below that, Conflux, Hedera, and Thorchain. Now, which altcoins, if any, are you most bullish on during this bull run? Let me know in the comments right down below. And checking out the crypto bubbles for a visual perspective of the overall crypto market. You can see on the daily, many of the alts are pulling back and in the red, but we still got a handful in the green: ASTR, Maker, CFX, Rune, HBAR, ICP, WeMix, SUI, and Ordi. And zooming out on the monthly, virtually everything is in the green, minus a handful in the red. Major gainers: Bonk up almost 200%, Sats almost 250%, ICP 213%, BitTorrent 151%, SCI 164%, Injective 111%. Can you say alt season? Near 95%, Mina 102%, Stacks 93%, Woo 83%, HBAR 55%. Just major gains overall. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 71, back in greed, or we've been actually stuck in greed for a minute. Yesterday, 65, last week a 71, and last month a 73 in greed. So there you have it. Are you enjoying 2024? Thus far? Let me know. Bitcoin making some big moves. I mean, we haven't seen a price action like this in literally almost 2 years. It's been 20 months, fam. A long time coming. But guess what? You stood the course, you hodled, so you deserve the gains. So massive congratulations to all my hodlers. Shout out Stress Free VIP. What it do? Megadon the Don. Kaspa is above them all, says QI or QU. Go Bitcoin, bring it on. Cocked and loaded, baby, baby. Locked and loaded. Rose, what it do? Yadu, what it do? Let's go 46. What up, Mara? LM, welcome. I'm in Solana. Cardano, Matic, and other moon bags are set with good positions, says K-Jam. Wishing you much success, my brother. Megadon, look what I see. Let's go BTC. 100K. May 19th, 2024. You're calling it. That's what's up, Mega. I appreciate you sharing that, and I can't wait for that 100K price action. I want to sleep and woke up to a new paycheck. Bada boom, bada bing. Smash the like, guys. I appreciate that. Get it lit up in this mofo. 2024 off to a great start. Did you expect anything less? 2024 is going to be the shiznit. 100% daddy-o. Detroit in the building. NFT me news. That's what's up. What up, 5King88? Welcome to the stream, family. All subscribers of the channel will get an on-screen shout out on the screen and by yours truly. So make sure to sub to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod, as I'm here 7 days a week. Been going strong for 5 frickin' years, and we're just getting started. Swap some Cardano for some BTC, says Silas. Well done. You know, Bitcoin is the most strategic long-term play with the least risk, so you'll be able to sleep good at night. ETF tomorrow, says Keith Wood. I hope you're right. Are we going to get this green light here this week? Happy, what does that say? Ontario? Mr. Taxi Cab, welcome to the stream, family. I guess you're from Ontario. Cheers. Colorado here. JV is one of the gods. Whoa, hold up now. I appreciate you, K-Jam. Cheers with some kombucha. I know you always messing with me here. I got my kombucha. Always. Good stuff right here. They need to become a sponsor of the show. Will F for BTC. Oh, snap. Will ya? Oh boy. Smash the likes, PHX. I appreciate that. Did the ETF approval affect only Bitcoin price, or will it affect the other coins? I think a rising tide rises all ships, but clearly Bitcoin has over 50% dominance of the market. So I think as the market cap rises, half the funds are going to go directly into the king and then eventually trickle over into some of the alts. Kombucha. Hi from Italy. What do you think about ordinals? Are they good or bad for Bitcoin's future? I'm indifferent. I'm not an ordinal hater, but I'm not an NFT guy, so I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, I mean, I'm indifferent. What about you guys? What do you think about ordinals? Are you bullish? Let me know Yeah, right. We need a kombucha sponsorship here with all the free recognition they be getting. What up, Treasure Christie? Happy New Year, family. Good to see you as well. I appreciate you tuning into the live stream. We got a lots to cover. Do you find it possible we go back down to 42? Anything's possible. If Jim Cramer's correct and it's a sell the news event, then yeah. But what's the likelihood of Jim Cramer being correct is what you need to ask yourself. I give it a 2% probability. But yeah, anything's possible. Happy New Year, JV. Wisdom, when is Gary Gensler's show happening, today or this week? Get ready to short this to Hades before we get the real gradual pump. Word up. I haven't really learned about ordinals. Well, it's just basically NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain, but they've been spamming the blockchain, rising the transaction fees. So a few weeks ago, we reported Bitcoin average transaction fee shot up to like $30. Now it's probably back down to $5 or something, but that's because of all the NFTs being minted on the blockchain. The only FTS should be bought on, what does that say? The ICP on-chain, says Damien. 46, let's get it. That's what's up. Do you think 50,000 this week? Yay or nay? Let me know. 50,000 this week, put a 1. No 50,000 this week, put a 2. If you believe we're going to hit 50,000 this week, put a 1. When I say this week, within the next 7 days, let me know. I want to see how bullish you guys are. Always do the opposite of the Jim FUD. Amen, Snippet. Well done. I will donate 10,000 Satoshis for 10,000 push-ups. Oh, snap. You challenge? Is that a challenge? Even if Bitcoin goes, because I do push-ups for free every day. So, I mean, just saying. Wayne, put a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 by Daddy-O, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, Uno, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. All right. I'd say like 90% of you believe we're going to hit 50 Gs this week. I love it. You're speaking my language. Some of you don't think it'll happen this week. Do you think next week, following week? Let me know. I think it's inevitable here in January, personally. Definitely leaning towards that. Barry BTC, 1. Jacob, 3. You guys, 1 then shorted like a madman. And with the high leverage and long to the moon, word. Well, keep the comments coming. We appreciate it, family. But let's now dive into our Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts where the Bitcoin price action is likely to take us next. Let's go. Bitcoin hit a new 20-month high on January 2nd as excitement returned to the crypto markets in the Asia trading session. Here you're looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Now, I must tell you, all the charts are looking so lit right now. 4-hour chart, daily chart, 1-hour chart, 15-second chart, and everything in between. Data from Cointelegraph and TradingView showed the Bitcoin price strength building as the New Year holiday period ended amid renewed excitement over the U.S. first spot Bitcoin ETF, gathering steam to hit almost 46,000 on Bitstamp. The exact number was 45,922. Rumors over the ETF abounded, these including the potential decision coming in advance of the approval window, which begins January 4th. 2 more days, fam. Traders were in 2 minds about the source of the latest Bitcoin price upside. Here's what Crypto Tony shared. Bitcoin update broke up from the triangle I shared yesterday, quicker than expected. My main target from a few weeks ago is back on the cards. All this is in anticipation of the ETF. Now, Bitcoin is trading like an ETF is about to be approved, said Scott Melker. In analyzing the order books, we had Scoo share the following. Bitcoin miner for now, but seeing clips of around 100 BTC getting sold into price. Currently on Binance Spot, average 45,350 versus 100 BTC being bought on Coinbase Spot by some limit buyer. Oh, very interesting. Now, price stalling since the spot selling started, he points out, and no major bloodbath for the Bitcoin shorts, despite gaining up to 10% thus far this year, only 2 days into 2024. Bitcoin nonetheless saw no significant losses from those betting the other way. According to the latest data from CoinGlass, just 38 million worth of Bitcoin shorts have been liquidated on the day at this time of this article being published. Now, Cointelegraph reported on extremely high funding rates across the exchanges, hinting at a broad belief that the ETF would spark upside in advance. Now, cross crypto short liquidations, meanwhile, stood at roughly 62 million, as you can see here from CoinGlass. Scoo nonetheless noted that earlier the shorts had been taken by surprise during the move past 45,000, with perpetual swap traders underprepared for the leg higher, quoting them here. So what is clear here is perp market was mostly underexposed overall to this current move, which is now being driven by spot. So this means with perps trailing, spot price there is going to be a feedback loop of volatility, especially at around $45,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with some of this analysis. Now, Jim Cramer, I'm not going to play the clip, but it's only a few seconds. Basically, just quote him here. Shout out to the BTC therapist. Jim Cramer says that the Bitcoin ETF will be a sell the news event, and this was a remarkable comeback that was unexpected. Very interesting. We all know what that really means. The God candle is coming. So send it and let's get it. And quoting Max off the back of a tweet from Saylor, who actually shared the same clip of Jim Cramer, he basically wrote, "The most shocking thing I've ever witnessed in 40 years in finance is watching Michael Saylor brilliantly broadcasting the investment case for Bitcoin in terms that all CEOs and CFOs fundamentally understand, and yet still manage to front run this entire industry for years so far. So long live the Giga Chad, and shout out to the high priest, Max Keiser." Now, another mainstream report shared on the news via CNBC, they say the SEC can notify spot Bitcoin ETF issuers as soon as this week if they have been cleared to launch. So launch time is amongst us. Let me know when you feel we'll likely get this approval. I'm going to read some more of your guys' comments out here. And welcome everyone just joining the live stream. Be sure to smash the like and subscribe to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. We appreciate all the support we can get. Cool Cat Crypto, better run as fast as you can if Kramer's with it. What up, Juan? Yes, lots of ones. I love it. So many of you are anticipating 50 G's this week, baby. Let's go. Send it. The God candle, the Keiser candle, the Buddha candle, the Allah candle. Bring them all. Actually, no, it isn't a done deal, which is my point, says Cool Cat Crypto. Hey, JV, who's the second best?
There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay.
I mean, Saylor just told you.
Bitcoin. What's the second best? There is no second best.
Chuck Norris called. He wants his Bitcoin back. Oh, snap, Christopher. Yep, and when every country and company realizes they need Bitcoin, watch out. You already know, the game theory we've been preaching for years on the channel is becoming very real, especially in 2024. What up, Chris? Thanks for subbing to the pod family. Crash incoming in ISO, says T-Man. What up, what up? Fairground. Matt, OMG, sell the news event. It won't even start trading till way down the line yet. Just another up day. Is the trades, it trades. Well, you may actually make a good point. When we get the green light of the ETF, it doesn't necessarily mean the ETF start trading. It can take a few weeks to a month for it to actually officially launch. But we're going to get the green light first, which is going to pump the entire market. And I think this is a precursor of what we're witnessing right now and why Bitcoin pumped $3,000 in the past 24 hours. You know what I mean? We shot right on up. AIQ, what it do? 32, baby, says T-Man. I don't know about all that. Approved, says Jacob. Word. Sack Gary Gensler. Amen. Replace that mofo already. DCA. Chester. Put a 1 right on. 50 G's. Bring it. We're only 5 G's away. 5,000 is nothing for the king. You know what I mean? Approved. 1. Keith. 1. Bring it. That's what's up. Any idea of the demand there will be on launch? I think there will be massive demand personally, because there's so many competitors. Now they're competing with the fees. Everyone wants to make their fees lower, which is a good sign as well. We don't know what BlackRock's fee is going to be. I think I saw a post earlier from Balchunas, the ETF expert. He says he thinks the BlackRock fee will be less than 0.5% to try to keep it competitive, but there's no official announcement on that yet. What if nobody buys the ETF? It's irrelevant. We don't need the ETF. Bitcoin don't need the ETF. The ETF needs Bitcoin, and Wall Street needs Bitcoin. They're looking to cash in. There's trillions of dollars looking to enter the market in new capital. That's what the ETF is going to do. It's not going to change what we're doing. We're not looking forward for the ETF investments. We're just looking forward for mass adoption, bring those trillions of dollars sitting in the sidelines, enter the Bitcoin market. That's what we want. Appreciate the sub, family. Do you think it'll crash after the approval? No. I don't see why we would crash, especially with it having 3 months out. Why do you think it'll crash? Trillions can be able to be assigned to Bitcoin ETF in no time. Like nothing. The total addressable market is like north of 700 trillion worth of capital in this planet. You know what I mean? Data is one thing, word, but fundamental is the crystal ball, says Megadon. I think a lot of boomers will. Yeah, boomers. Wall Street looking to chum those fees. Yeah, the funds have everything set up to launch. I would expect the ETF to start selling in about 2 weeks after the approval. Appreciate the insights, Jeff Rhodes. I know they've been prepping for this for months now. When Chuck Norris and JV traded Bitcoin, the hash rate went to infinity. Jacob. Hilarious. BlackRock's clients will pay for the ETF. We hold our own key. That's right. Never sell your crypto because BlackRock will take it and you're not going to be able to buy it back. Maybe at 10x, 100x. You know what I mean? BlackRock don't think it could crash. Jeremy, once the approval happens, the price will pump and cause huge selling pressure for paper hands. Don't fall for it, fam. Bitcoin's going up forever. It's going up forever, Laura. Don't give your Bitcoin to Wall Street, just my opinion. I respect your opinion, Jeremy, and thank you for sharing. Canadian Bitcoin is already 60 G's, baby. Australian Bitcoin at all-time highs. It's going to be interesting to see how fast remaining supply disappears. I think they're going to gobble it up like Pac-Man gobbling up the ghost. What do you think? Qatar is priced in? Oh, hell no, Matt. We're going to be discussing Qatar at the tail end of the show. A little Saudi Arabia, oil money, coming into Bitcoin, 100K God candle, you already know. We'll short today Bitcoin long my ISO. Oh no, what is this ISO you keep talking about? SBS6. What does that stand for too? I have no clue, Dan. Let me know. I appreciate it. Good times ahead, everyone. Cheers to that. And keep the pumpage of comments. Keep smashing the likes. We now got almost 800 people on the live stream. Let's keep it moving. We still got a lot to share. So let's dive into our next story of the day. Thank you, Joe, for subscribing to the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. But now let's discuss the latest with MicroStrategy and Coinbase stock, which have both been surging off the back of the Bitcoin price action, killing it right now. The share prices of Bitcoin-focused MicroStrategy and crypto exchange Coinbase have surged during the pre-market trading session, following a Bitcoin price rise above 45 G's, baby, and the Bitcoin ETF deadline being January 10th, and rumors saying we can get the approval this week. Now, shares of Coinbase and MSTR saw gains of 6% and 9%, respectively, during the pre-market trading session today, January 2nd. Coinbase stock rose 6.4% to just shy of $185, while MicroStrategy shares rose by 9.14% to just shy of $690. Yeah, MSTR has been killing it. The pre-market trading session typically occurs in the hours leading up to the 9:30 a.m. Eastern market open in New York each trading day, allowing investors to buy and sell stocks ahead of the open market. Now, my question for y'all, how many of you are invested in stocks and own a piece of Coinbase or MicroStrategy? Please do let me know. Now, the pre-market trading session typically occurs in the hours leading up, which I just mentioned. Coinbase shares price increased by 36% over the past month, not too shabby, and nearly 420%. Happy 420, fam. On the year after a forgetful 2022. However, the share price of America's first publicly listed crypto exchange is still around 46% below the all-time high, which it hit of $343 set after its launch in 2021. Likewise, MicroStrategy shares have surged by over 25% over the past month and 372% now over the past year. And they are currently 8% down from their 2021 high of $750. So interestingly, both MicroStrategy stock and Coinbase stock have been outpacing Bitcoin. I think in the past year, Bitcoin is up probably roughly 170%. Now, other crypto-centered public companies such as PayPal and Block remained in the red during the pre-market trading session, despite a bullish momentum in the Bitcoin market. However, that can change quickly, clearly. The recent change in the share price of crypto-centered companies contrasts the year-to-end route of most crypto-focused companies, with many seeing their share prices tumble amid wider market corrections. The latest price surge of the two major Bitcoin-centered companies is being attributed to the spot Bitcoin ETF, approval buzz, which is on everyone's mind right now. MicroStrategy remains the biggest hodler of Bitcoin, just shy of, I think, 200,000 Bitcoin on their balance sheet, which is roughly 1% of the overall circulating supply of Bitcoin, more precisely 0.9%, so almost 1%. And Michael Saylor's goal is to have 5% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin, which means they're looking to buy another million BTC. While Coinbase has been chosen to be a custodian by several institutional giants, including BlackRock. So we know Coinbase is going to be bullish as well, or, BlackRock and the largest asset managers clearly wouldn't be partnering with them as the custodian. So there you go. Welcome y'all just joining the stream. There is no second best. Amen. Tell them. What up, Matt? Coinbase stock, right on, silver. That's what's up. MSTR is up 7.8. Word. Vaneck, my stocks are ADA and CRO. Both have practical real-world use cases. Word. MSTR has 1%. Crazy. What are you referring to as 1% there? And we know BlackRock also owns a piece of MicroStrategy. I heard it was roughly 9%. In fact, BlackRock owns a piece of over 80% of the companies in the S&P 500, meaning they virtually own everything. It's wild. I own gold and silver mining stocks. I don't trust any other stocks. The stock market is not a real market, but Bitcoin is real money. Preach, Peter. I feel you, dog. I feel you. I got Coinbase and its options ETF, CONY. Right on, Brandon. Look up Con3, says AI. Coinbase, Bitcoin, and Solana for me, says Lewis. Welcome to the stream, Lewis. Original Classic, says Cool Cat. I appreciate that, fam. MSTR holds 1% of Bitcoin. There you go. They have roughly 1% of the supply. That's pretty major. Shocking and major. Crazy. So BlackRock, they already own a lot of the Bitcoin, related companies. I would imagine the miners as well. Who knows? And now there's rumors that the Saudis and the oil money is looking to buy some of these Bitcoin miners and potentially MicroStrategy, according to Max Keiser. That's what's up. JB, Bitcoin is not going to moon. Bitcoin is going to another galaxy. But y'all better be on board. Maybe it's going to go interdimensional. Who knows? Bitcoin, ETH, Link, right on. Those are very popular projects there in ICP. Gold and silver have done me well, but gold miners have been slow, says AI. I am into bit farms and good returns so far. Well, congratulations. I just love seeing people win. Kabucha, ad incoming. Today's show is sponsored by Bitcoin. There is no second best.
Okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin.
Tell him, Michael. Tell him.
Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin.
That's kombucha. If Bitcoin goes up too fast, it's simple. We'll come down harder in due time. Well, we know the long-term trajectory where it's going. That's a fact. Russia wants to build miners in Ethiopia. That's right. They're turning Ethiopia into a mining hub. That was a story I covered about a week ago in the podcast. Very bullish news. Clearly, Russia knows what's up. And now they're starting to do business dealings in digital currencies, which they're looking to do. We also have the largest oil company in the world out of Saudi Arabia, partnered with the largest bank in Japan to get into digital assets. So what does that mean? Bitcoin, baby. Let's get it. You already know. Saudis could be very bullish, but it seems like only rumors could not happen, says Zadli. So do you think they're just going to wait for the rest of the world to embrace Bitcoin and then come in last? What are your thoughts on that? Salute, says Matt. Salute, fam. It's the year 2024.20. I don't understand. One day or two from the biggest Bitcoin news and people are not buying. Carlos, people are going to be people. They're very interesting. Everyone's going to want to buy when Bitcoin's above 100,000. Maybe Peter Schiff finally capitulates then. What do you think? Yeah, we need a kombucha coin already. Anyone want to buy my house for Bitcoin, please? You can sell. They actually have real estate markets where you can sell your real estate for crypto. So look into that. I have to live in the shed. What? If you buy my house, but I'd like to shed. So who's buying? Sat-wise, I told one of my friends to sell his wife and buy Bitcoin 6 months ago, and he hasn't talked to me since. He's probably pissed because I was right. Statwise, you're the man. Hello from Brazil, Satoshi Nakasuda. I appreciate you tuning in, family. Are you related to Nakamoto? Let me know. No. Billions means less to the Saudis than us, I bet, right? They are selling to keep the price down, says Jennifer. Right on. Scan the QR. Bitcoin to infinity and beyond. Let's go. Hello from Belgium. Thanks for tuning into the pod. Be sure to smash those likes. Let's get over 1,000 people on today's stream. We had over 1,000 people on during last night's pump watch. We went 14 hours straight. It was lit like a mofo. We had over 23,000 views. So it was pretty amazing. Let me know if you were on that pump watch. And if we can break out again and break 46, we'll do another pump watch this evening. We may go for another 12 hours. Why not? Wife-changing money to be made. Amen. Bitcoin. You guys are too lit. I'll sell my house and buy a mining rig maybe. Right on. People are still looking up for a dip. For real. Tons of normies who come into the store have zero clue about Bitcoin. They sound ignorant, but I have to smile and keep my big mouth shut. Moon, so this old broad can retire. There you go. Shout out JB 2020. Appreciate your family. We still got a lot to cover. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the subs. Appreciate the support. Let's dive into our next story of the day. Discuss the latest with the Grayscale ETF. Shout out KJam for the 420 super. Happy 420 and much love, much respect for supporting the pod. So here we go. Grayscale's latest spot Bitcoin ETF amendment omits authorized participants. Let's go. Crypto asset manager Grayscale has filed an amended application with the US SEC for its Bitcoin ETF without listing their authorized participant details. Wonder why they're keeping it secret. Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Balchunas flagged the amended filing, noting the company had clarified that authorized participants in this proposed ETF could only pay and receive cash for shares. Quoting Balchunas, new Grayscale amendment just dropped. Clear language on cash only, but still no AP named. Just blanks where the name should go. Not sure why, since the SEC wants to see it, and they have had pretty, what does that say? Cocksure about having one. Also, nothing on fee that I could see. That's a big open question too. So that is very interesting. Also, other interesting developments. We had Barry Silbert, the head of Grayscale, recently stepped down. I wonder what's going on there. Authorized participants are financial institutions or companies that can create and redeem shares for an ETF. Balchunas highlighted Grayscale left the names of its authorized participants blank in the amended doc, which I just shared with you. Now, Cointelegraph reported December 29th that 7 companies vying to launch the first US spot ETF products filed the latest versions to form S1 apps on December 29th. I guess that was like 4 or 5 days ago. Fidelity, WisdomTree, and Invesco listed their authorized participants in the new filing. Invesco selected Virtu and JP Morgan, interesting, while WisdomTree and Fidelity listed Jane Street Capital. Now, what's interesting about that is JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie the Tapeworm Dimon has been publicly bashing Bitcoin for years, and even more recently, he was testifying like in front of Congress, talking about if he was the government, I'd shut Bitcoin down. Meanwhile, he just partnered with the largest asset manager in the world with Bitcoin. So it goes to show you the fraudsters and hucksters that are at the top. You know what I mean? And shout out to Steven Diaz. I appreciate the super. He says there's no second best. Bitcoin hodl, 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 and go long. Amen, fam. Grayscale indicated in June of 2022. And also, I forgot to mention Jane Street. That's where the infamous scam Bankman Fried and Caroline Ellison officially met. The greatest crypto duo of all time. Grayscale had indicated in June of 2022 it intended to list Jane Street and Virtu Financial as its authorized participants as it looked to convert its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into an ETF, as he outlines here. And we have, who is this? Elinir Terret. I thought Grayscale announced they would work with Jane Street and Virtu. This was last year, though. That's interesting. Balchunas commented further, indicating that it was unclear why Grayscale had deliberately omitted its authorized participants, while other firms had clarified these details, quoting him here. Yes, and they even tweeted that, of course, they have one, but alls I know, in my Philly accent, it isn't in doc yet, which SEC wants, and until we see, we aren't counting any horse as official. Also, BlackRock, Fidelity, etc., did it. So why not be done with it? That's a good question. Grayscale submitted an amended S3 filing with the SEC December 27th. The same day, Barry Silbert, the CEO of its parent company, Digital Currency Group, announced his resignation from Grayscale's board of directors. The deadline for the SEC to deliver its verdict on the latest filings from prospective Bitcoin ETF issuers is set for January 10th. Next week. Industry experts have been suggesting the SEC could deliver answers to the applying firms by the end of the first week of 2024, which is the same week we're in right now. It can still come today. It can still come by tomorrow. If not, then most likely next week, and they give it a 99% probability that this ETF be approved next week by the deadline, January 10th. But let me know your thoughts, fam. We'll read some more comments out loud. Welcome everyone just joining to the stream. Happy New Year 2024. Let's get lit. I am shorting Bitcoin now. No, Yeti, no. This is a sell the news event. So you agree with Jim Cramer. That's interesting. Other countries tried, like Canada, to have and had spot ETFs for over a year. Well, you can't really compare the US ETF market to the Canadian ETF market because the US ETF market is big. You got companies like BlackRock that are worth $10 trillion. You got companies like Fidelity that are worth $4.5 trillion. Collectively, these top 13 asset managers awaiting the approval and the green light got roughly $30 trillion worth of capital. Is that kind of capital available in the Canadian ETF market? You tell me. BSV is what you want to hold. I disagree with that cool cat crypto, but I respect your opinion. What do you guys think? Third-party purchaser agreement with BTC says got juice. Shorting is going to get you wrecked. Yeah, for shizzle. Trust the cool cat, says the cool cat. You got a cool username. I'll give you that, cool cat. But more BSV people, says David Watts. Rock Nigeria owns 80% of everything. Rocka Nigeria. What is that? Is that a company? I've never heard of that. Rocka Nigeria. Interesting. When it gets approved, when? Watch it get approved tomorrow? Send it. Bring it. I hope we do get this approval. What it do, my brother? Bring it. Rum Echo. Thank you for sharing, family. What is the second best? Asked John. Well, let's finish this little sailor rant, shall we?
And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years.
Tell him, Michael. This is coming directly from the Giga Chad.
And you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin.
Bada boom, bada bing. There you have it. Sailor's the king. Tomorrow is going to be a good day to approve the ETFs. 15 years of Bitcoin. Oh, snap. Let's go. Has it been 15 years already? Oh, my God. Whoa. Gary Gangsta, eat your heart out. There you go, Mark. Second best is Bitcoin. Second best is a half a Bitcoin. Lol. Patience is key. You got to have sage-like patience in this game, family. BlackRock in Spanish. Oh, snap. Now I see what you're saying. Kramer just got bullish on Bitcoin. Are we finished? No. He basically can't deny it anymore because he's like, it's beaten the SEC. The SEC's been against it the entire time and it survived. So we know it's not going anywhere. But in the same next sentence, but it's definitely going to be a sell the news event. So there you have it. Inverse Kramer, 100%. January 3rd, says AI. Michael Saylor is so wrong about Bitcoin. Why do you say that? 3% massive pump. I think BlackRock found a way to shut JP Morgan up, so they got him to jump on the Bitcoin train. I think Jamie Dimon was bullish on Bitcoin for years. Even when he was threatening to fire his employees for trading or touching it, he was buying up Bitcoin at the same time. Tika Tiwari dropped the bomb on this. He was purchasing $400 million worth of Bitcoin for his trading desk. The same week, he was fudding it across all the mainstream media channels. That's how these clowns get down. Hope you know that. I want one of those Bitcoin orange hats, bro. You can get one, Earth. You can get one. If you're a Bitcoin hodler, you deserve to rock it. Michael Saylor did his, he probably put in his 10,000 hours a very long time ago. In fact, he was actually anti-Bitcoin back in 2013. We have the tweets to prove it. And then eventually he came around. We all buy Bitcoin at the price we deserve. You know how the saying goes. But anyways, family, let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss $50,000 this week. I know 90% of you believe we're going to hit this 50,000 target. This is coming from Matrixport. Yeah, so let's break this baby down. And also wanted to point out BlackRock seeding their spot Bitcoin ETF with 10 million. Bitwise is seeding theirs with 200 million. Hashdex seeding theirs with 2.8 million. Wisdom Tree seeding theirs with 2.5 mil. So the funds are starting to flow, and we're just getting this mofo started. So here's the headline. Bitcoin can soar to 50 Gs this week, according to Matrixport. Matrixport is a leading crypto financial services platform and prime broker for the institutions, forecasting a significant surge of the price of Bitcoin. In their latest investor note, Matrixport suggests that the Bitcoin price can surge to 50 Gs, baby, by the end of the week. Let's go. Their analysis published January 2nd, which is today, under the title Explosive Bitcoin Surge to 50 Gs Looms Large in January, argues that the consolidation observed in Bitcoin's price towards the end of last year sets the stage for a robust start to 2024. Let's get robust, shall we? After the typical mid to end December consolidation, Bitcoin's poised to break out on a robust beginning of the year buying flow. So expect that market cap to soar. A significant factor in this predicted rally is the change in sentiment amongst the institutional investors, contrasting with the bearish outlook of last year. The current market dynamics have created the situation where institutional investors, wary of missing out on potential gains, are expected to invest heavily as soon as the market opens in 2024. So bring it. Let's go. Quoting them here in the report, institutional investors cannot afford to miss out on any potential rally again, and therefore have to buy immediately when the markets open for trading in 2024, expecting an immediate rally that can catch many investors off guard. The potential catalyst for this surge, according to Matrixport, is the anticipation of the approval for the spot Bitcoin ETF, which could be announced sooner than most traders expect. Quoting them again, a potential Bitcoin spot ETF approval can be announced today or tomorrow, ahead of most traders' expectations for approval on January 8th, 9th, or the 10th. So there you go. Maybe we get the approval when no one's really expecting it. So it can happen this week. This approval is seen not as a sell the news event, but as a legitimization of Bitcoin as an asset class for institutional portfolios, potentially leading to significant price increases. So contrary to what this sellout just shared, it's a sell the news event, says Jim Cramer. Matrixport is telling you the opposite because they're actually telling you what they believe to be the truth. You know what I mean? Matrixport also points to the decreased availability of Bitcoin on the exchanges as a factor that might amplify this rally. 70% of the outstanding Bitcoins have remained unmoved during the last 12 months, the report observes. So shout out to all my long-term hodlers with the diamond hands, because we ain't letting BlackRock or any of these mofos touching our biddies. Looking ahead, Matrixport referencing the upcoming halving event, April 2024, 3 months out, as another reason for potential supply shortage and consequent price spike. They drew parallels with commodity markets, where forced buying in the face of reluctant selling can lead to dramatic price increases. Furthermore, the report draws attention to historical trends, noting Bitcoin has shown strong performance during the halving cycles, which coincides with the US election cycle. The average return for Bitcoin during the 2020, 2016, and 2012 years was 192%, not too shabby. Matrixport states setting a long-term target of 125,000 per Bitcoin based on their 1 year new high indicator. Finally, the report comments on the current state of the funding rate, which remains elevated, indicating bullish sentiment amongst crypto traders. Quoting them again, this morning, the funding rate is reaching a new high at 66%, the report observes, suggesting that the futures market is exerting upwards pressure on the Bitcoin spot price market. This is how the futures market is squeezing the spot market and will likely lift Bitcoin above our $50,000 price target level for January 2024, which appears reasonably achievable. Amen. We could trade above 50 Gs by the end of the week. What are your thoughts on that sentiment? Do you agree or disagree with Matrixport? Let me know your thoughts in the comments here in the live chat, and let's read some more comments and interaction. Don't forget, this is a live and interactive show, so keep the comments flowing so I have people to talk to, please. Appreciate it. Bendero, and we got like over 800 people still here. Let's get to 1,000. That's the goal before the end of the show. Let's make it happen. Welcome, family. Got juice. When Bitcoin is all bought up, then what? Bitcoin go to the moon. And once it's all bought up and they can't get any more, guess what happens? Supply shock. You're going to get outrageous $1 million biddies is what we're going to get. Wish I had a flux capacitor to buy $1 Bitcoin, right? Wasn't that like referenced back in Back to the Future? I put 20% of my Bitcoin on Kraken with sell orders between 100 Gs and 1 million. Summer Breeze, would you ever consider switching to dark mode? What do you mean by that? It saves energy on your eyes. Dark mode on what platform we talking about? Let me know. JV, what's your price prediction for after the approval? Whoa. Man, that's a great question. My cycle peak prediction is somewhere between 220,000 and 500,000 per coin for the cycle. I think it'll occur in 2025, but JV can be wrong, and I'm man enough to admit that. I hope it happens in 2024, but I'm not so convinced because all the previous cycles, the previous three, 2012, 2016 and 2020, we always peaked the year preceding the halving. So if history is to rhyme, I'm anticipating we hit that cycle peak in 2025, not 2024. But I'm still optimistic that we can still smash $100,000 per coin in 2024. Definitely reach a new all-time high, which would be 70,000 in 2024. What are your thoughts on all the platforms? Well, how do you do that? Is that a computer setting you're referring to? Is that where it turns everything dark? Let me know what you mean by that. Because I know, like, for example, on the YouTube chat, you can have the white background or the black. I keep it black. So that's kind of like dark mode. I don't know. But I'm cool, so don't worry about me. What time here? Subscribed. I've been in the space since 2021. Great time to be in crypto. Amen, Nick Smith. Keep doing your thing. Hodl strong, and welcome to the channel. What up, bro? Stacking sats and driving this truck in East Tennessee. Love the show. Much love. Be safe out there. Happy New Year, Josh Lane. I appreciate you supporting the show. JV is in constant orange mode. Taking Rex for a walk right now. Fam listening in the background. Shout out Casey Gates and shout out Rex. Nipsey says, what's up? They didn't have all the catalysts that we have this year. Correct. We didn't have the institutional FOMO. There was no ETF talk. That was just like a pipe dream. The only one talking about BlackRock eventually adopting Bitcoin was Max Keiser. Real, for real, because I cover it. JV is the chillest. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you, fam. Yes, dark mode is a setting. Good to note, Jennifer. I'll look into it. Bitcoin will run so high late 2024, there will be a big pullback. End of the year, people think that's the top, the big pullback, but the opportunity because it runs much higher to late top 2025 top. Yeah, we probably will have a double top the cycle. I agree with that. Your web screens are in a white background. They are asking for dark mode, says KJam. Right on. We always hit the all-time high the year after, but the halving are coming earlier in the year. Good point. Mr. Goal, how big can be the God candle? Well, according to Samson Mao, we can get $1 million candle, which would be 10 Omega candles, with the Omega candle being the 100,000 candle, because actually a God candle is really only a 10,000 candle. So we kind of loosely use that term. Diminish arms will stop because the first three bull markets were Main Street only, and this is what I've been waiting for 11 years. Wall Street is joining us. Cheers, family. We all front ran Wall Street. Well done. We finally get a win. Finally got Bitcoin out of Celsius. Thank God for that. Happy to hear. Music to my ears. Monzi, congratulations. Glad you got your biddies back. You know what I mean? Why does Bitcoin historically dip prior to the halving? Because people like Jim Cramer will tell you it's a sell the news event. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are programmed in the Matrix to believe the talking heads and corrupt mofos on the TV screens. That's why. Satoshi Arabia, let's go. Trend Watch, best mobile app to purchase for noobs with a basic understanding. Good question. What do you guys think? I think Cash App is a super easy way to buy Bitcoin. Swan is a dedicated Bitcoin app. Strike, you can purchase Bitcoin. Those ones I think of first and foremost. I don't recommend PayPal. Never been a fan of theirs. I don't trust them. I vow for 1 million God candle. Send it, Jeff. Hey, family, let's all buy $100 Bitcoin right now and take Bitcoin to 45 Gs. Send it. Are you a Bitcoin maxi? You could say that. Best app depends on your country. Good point. Everyone needs to hit like so we have as many likes and as many viewers. Amen. I appreciate that. It does tremendously help out with the algo. XRP says Angel. eToro is another option. I think eToro is even partnered with X, so that's when we see those charts. You can buy directly now off of X. You know what I mean? Robinhood, I'm not a big fan of theirs, but some people like them. I've never used them, so I can't really share any feedback. I like Strike because they don't charge you to move to a wallet. Good to note. Shout out Jack Maulers. I'm a fan. What up, CNA crew? What up, Crypto Lucian in the building? Happy New Year, broski. Bitcoin Jim, what it do? Just pay attention to the moving averages and the time frames on the charts for the probabilities and ignore the news. There you go. News is typically propaganda. Do you know why the TV was invented? To to give you the wrong news. And news, I believe, comes from north, south, east, west, like information all directions, right? And they weaponized the news, unfortunately, since the inception. Why not trust PayPal? Because they're dirty mofos and they're evil. Before I even got into crypto, I hated PayPal. Why? Because as a affiliate entrepreneur, I would use PayPal to accept payments, and I would always get my accounts frozen. Why? Because red flag, too many transactions. Therefore, we freeze your account for 6 months. You can't touch your funds. And they do a lot of shady practices. Trust me, out of all the places out there, the people who deserve your trust are not going to be PayPal. I know from firsthand experience. There are shady mofos all around. Ryan Miller, thank you for subscribing, family. And also, they've said some very shady things regarding Bitcoin. I don't remember, but I've covered it, throughout the pod over the months. You sell that hat in black and white, fam. I don't sell the hat. This is another company. You can find it. You type in this number, merch, and you'll find it. I'm not related to it. I just like the hat, so I rock it. But I do have a merch store you can check out at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. We appreciate it. Just ripped another couple millisats. Congratulations, Christopher. PayPal is good for customer, bad for the seller, says Bendero. We need the Allah candle. Let's go Saudis and Qataris. Let's bring it. The internet was released because the BBS system prior to the net were decentralized. PayPal is the reason Bitcoin came out. There you go. We hate PayPal. I hate PayPal. I've always hated PayPal for like 2 decades. Everybody is always trying to get over facts. That's every business. That's why fiat is garbage. Preach. Yup. F the PayPal. You know what I mean? What did Jizza say back on Liquid Swords? Tommy ain't my motherfrickin' boy. Well, guess what? Pay ain't my motherfrickin' pal. That's how I feel about PayPal. Diego, appreciate you subbing to the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. Don't orange gear in public because it is like a target on your back, says the K-Jam. Good point. I feel you, big dog. ICP is great, says AIQ. What up, Paula G? What up, Black Swan the Dawn? Everybody's always trying to get over. Yeah, 100%. Zell is shady, not secure. Yeah, I don't trust them either. Nice hat, bro. Appreciate that. Ramsey, I appreciate you coming to the pod. But anyways, fam, we still got a couple more stories to share with you. Let's discuss the latest with Vaneck with their ETF, and then we'll be discussing the $100,000 God candle, which y'all came here for. So yeah, let's discuss this. The headline reads, Vaneck director says people tend to underestimate the long-term impact of the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Vaneck's director of digital asset strategy, Gaber Gerbax, shared his predictions regarding the long-term impact of the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs on X. And I'm going to be sharing here what he said. Let me see if I can minimize this so you can see it a little better. Let me know if that helps. While noting that in his view, people tend to overestimate the initial impact of the US Bitcoin ETFs when he expects to be only a few $100 million in mainly recycled funds, according to the director. Long-term people tend to underestimate the impact of the spot Bitcoin ETFs. People tend to hype the current thing, but remain myopic about the bigger picture. Bitcoin is forcing its own capital market systems and products well beyond the ETF, and that is not priced in. The question is not what BlackRock adopts, but what Bitcoin company is the next BlackRock? If history is any guide, gold is worth studying as a parallel. He then referenced his post made on the 6th, which detailed why the approval of the US spot Bitcoin ETF may create trillions of dollars in value for Bitcoin. That's what's up. Let's go. He explained that the Gold Shares ETF, GLD, was introduced November 18th in 2004, noting in the subsequent 8 years, the gold price quadrupled from 400 to 1800, adding 8 trillion in market cap, going from 2 trillion to 10 trillion. Whoa. I mean, numbers don't lie. Check out this chart right here by Gerber Gabax. The yellow line represents the spot gold prices in US dollars per troy ounce. The orange line represents the SPDR Gold Trust, and prices have been adjusted by a factor of 10. And the blue line represents the generic 10-year US Treasury rate. Now, the Vaneck director emphasized Bitcoin's market cap is 750 billion today, probably now north of 800 billion, less than 1/3 of what gold was in 2004. So in my view, upon the approval of a US spot Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin's price trajectory could follow gold's blueprint from 2004 and the years after, just much faster. Amen. Continuing here, I also believe that only a few $10 billion will come from Bitcoin ETPs, which are exchange-traded products, adoption, and it won't come all at once. Nonetheless, Gerbax pointed out that the boost will be significant given a relatively low Bitcoin float and a systemic scarcity via the halving schedules. And in addition, he stressed that the ETF itself will legitimize and destigmatize Bitcoin's place in portfolios, leading to further adoption outside the ETF. The Vaneck director further predicts that nation states, let's go, and sovereign wealth funds, bring it, will hold their Bitcoin directly and secure optionality for mining and their own Bitcoin-based capital markets. He noted that central bank gold adoption outside the ETPs drove a good chunk of the gold price increase, but that the ETPs were quintessential to get comfortable with gold. And speaking of sovereign wealth funds and nation-state adoption, that's going to be our featured story of the day. That's going to likely usher in this 100K God candle, which we're going to be breaking down. So we got Bitcoin currently correcting a little now, but still up $1,000 on the daily. We touched almost 46,000 in the middle of the night. So Bitcoin's been ripping, hitting new 20-month highs. Welcome everyone just joining the stream. We're about to break into our featured story of the day and discuss this God candle. But first, let's do a little more Q&A, a little more interaction. I appreciate you guys. What up, what up? Just reading the chat. Comments is all seen on here. Yes. All the comments get shown on screen. Granted, it's during the Q&A session or in between the stories. You know what I mean? And you have to pay someone to hold your gold. Good point. Gold is confiscatable. Never forget that. Bitcoin is perfect money. It's pristine collateral. It's unconfiscatable. It's incorruptible. It's borderless. It's immutable. It has all the characteristics gold wish it had. Fact. And just one of those factors, such as unconfiscatable, makes Bitcoin priceless, in my opinion. What are your thoughts? You know what I mean? Hold has been known for 15,000, oh, you mean gold, 15,000 years. The ETF, oh, word up, and comments are coming in fast. I own, because I can't own uranium, gold isn't easy to store safely, and you might have problems at the airport. Yeah, they'll confiscate it. You can't travel with more than $10,000 worth of wealth. They'll snatch it. Maybe if you have a gold necklace worth $10,000, they won't take it. But a gold bar, you bet your bottom dollar they can. Bitcoin has 10 times more utility and is scarcer than gold. Hell yeah. They find new amounts of gold every year. All they got to do is invest more money into mining. So, you know what I mean? Gold is relatively scarce. Bitcoin has true scarcity, and Bitcoin is the first form of money in human history that has ever had a finite limited supply. That's what separates it from any other thing. And that's why you can't compare it to any other thing. That's why there is no second best. You know what I mean? Hey, JV, what up, Lee? What it do? What it do? Rob Ryan says he agrees. Germany moved 15 billion in gold from France. Took 2 years and 9 million to move. Good Lord. Yeah, Bitcoin, yeah, you can transfer it almost instantly and virtually free. You can move billions of dollars for dollars. And try doing that with gold. Good luck. That's why Tone Vase named his annual conference Unconfiscatable. Amen. Shout out Tone Vase. I'm a fan. Grand Canyon full of gold. There you go, Daddy-O. You already know. Elon wants those gold asteroids. Yeah. What if they can just find infinite new amounts of gold? Then where does that leave your value of gold? Why do you think the gold price has been suppressed at $2,000 for the past decade? Bitcoin, they wish they can suppress it. All they can do is hit you with FUD. But Bitcoin, meanwhile, is up over 20 million% since 2011. 20 million%. Let that sink in. Tone Vase is a G. He got me into BTC. Shout out Tone Vase. Gold is seawater, in the seawater. Correct. We have this vast ocean. Who knows what's under there? Imagine what gold will be worth if you couldn't mine anymore. Precisely. That'll help you better understand Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also made up, unlike God's metals, of gold and silver. Gold goes to nothing. It all going to zero against Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the apex predator. They can already make gold in a lab, only a matter of time till they can make it cheap. And my buddy told me, who is a very smart man, that they are now putting tracking devices in your gold bars so they can track and know exactly where you keep your gold. And the only way to remove the tracking device would be to melt it down and do a process. So don't trust these mofos. They're now selling gold bars at Costco and they're selling it at Walmart. Why is that? Found a ton of the World Crypto Network in 2017. Tone is cool, still at it. Got censored by YouTube though. Yeah, YouTube can suck. You know that, fam. 11/11 in Hawaii. Happy 11/11. That's a divine omen. Hello, I'm a bit late. What up, JV? Damn, I can't wait for that 100K candle. Can't we all? And speaking of that 100K candle, let's dive into our feature story of the day and discuss the $100,000 Bitcoin God candle, which is in play, according to one and only high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser. So here's a tweet he shared back on December 3rd. The God candle, a $100,000 uptick in Bitcoin, is in play. It will shift the global axis of wealth and power in one tick. And he continued, I have one word for you. $100,000 Bitcoin God candle fans, Qatar, the rumors are getting very loud on this. Their sovereign wealth fund is rumored to be looking to buy $500 billion BTC. Holy moly, that's $500 billion Bitcoin price purchase. Now, check this out. The Emir of Qatar met with Bukele. This was a few months back. It kind of went under the radar. He also updated to share more clarity from his source, quoting him here, Bitcoin makes our $500 billion sovereign wealth fund effectively worthless. We should just convert all of it into Bitcoin. Now, holy moly, now we're talking about not only nation state adoption, but sovereign wealth fund adoption, which is clearly a pretty big deal. He also made a lot of tweets regarding this God candle. On December 30, he wrote the 220,000 price target might seem aggressive, but there is a real chance to see a God candle of $100,000 in one tick. Christine Lagarde. A 100,000 God candle is in play. A 100,000 uptick in Bitcoin price. This will literally shock the world and the Bitcoin singularity will be upon us. He also tweeted that the Bitcoin price was lagging behind the rise in hash rate while competitors CZ and Binance was being targeted and then taken down at the behest of the large Wall Street players, aka BlackRock. The price rise is now catching up to the implied hash adjusted price of 375,000. And since then, he updated it because the hash rate broke out above 520 quintillion exahashes per second. So it's now suggesting the Bitcoin price should be above $400,000 per coin. You know what I mean? So yeah, very bullish tweets from him. He also shared these two are teaming up to make Larry Fink, BlackRock, and Saylor look like peanuts with a buy order of 1 million BTC and a $100,000 God candle. So now we know Michael Saylor's company, MicroStrategy, is looking to buy 1 million Bitcoin because they want to control 5% of the Bitcoin circulating supply. And now we have rumors coming from Saudi Arabia, you know what I mean, where the big money is at, the oil money. They're looking to buy 1 million Bitcoin. Well, you only got roughly 2 million Bitcoin even available on the exchanges, and how many of those are actually available for sale is a good question because the majority of the Bitcoin is in the hands of the long-term hodlers. How are they even going to make this possible? So this is game theory playing out in real time. He also wrote 100% on December 28th. The Saudis will make Michael Saylor look like a peanut. A $500 billion buy order triggering a God candle is a done deal. And this was off the back of the big news that big oil money is entering Bitcoin. The 90-year-old Saudi Arabian Salafist cleric writes a fatwa deeming Bitcoin is permissible. You know what I mean? So now the Muslims, which is a population of over 2 billion people on this planet, now have the green light that they could invest into Bitcoin and that it is permissible. So the God candle is in play. He also made other tweets. Is a God candle to 100K possible for Bitcoin? There were articles actually published on this. He also wrote here, 220,000 in play. I've had this high target for 3 years because on any given day, we will see a 100,000 God candle. So let's freaking go. Now, other headlines, Qatar Sovereign Wealth Fund dives into Bitcoin with a potential 500 billion investment. Max Keiser expects Qatar to buy 500 billion worth of Bitcoin and dispelling Bitcoin speculation, separating fact from fiction in Qatar. So there you have it. Just a lot going on regarding this. So do you think Qatar will convert their sovereign wealth fund into Bitcoin? And again, they're sitting on $500 billion. Do you think Saudi Arabia, the largest oil company in the world out of Saudi Arabia, let's discuss that as well, that just recently partnered with the largest bank of Japan, SBI Holdings, and they're looking to obviously get into digital assets. Do you think they're going to be making a major Bitcoin buy? Do you think they're going to be stacking 1 million Bitcoin? What's going to happen when you got the MicroStrategies of the world, the BlackRocks of the world, the Fidelities and the Abigail Johnsons of the world, Qatar, sovereign wealth fund adoption, nation state adoption, Islam adoption, all coming together to get their hands on Bitcoin with a very finite, limited supply right around the time of the Bitcoin halving, only 3 months out, and potentially getting the ETF approval this week or next week. Do you know how lit the crypto market is right now? Are you starting to understand? Yeah, I mean, this is unprecedented time. The time of this halving is unlike any of the previous halvings. Can we get a repeat or a deja vu moment from 2016 and 2017 where Bitcoin soared? I remember early 2017, Bitcoin was less than $1,000. By the end of the year, we were at almost $20,000. Yeah, I mean, so can Bitcoin do another 10, 20x? This cycle? What are your thoughts, family? Let me know in those comments, and I'm going to read as many of your comments out loud as I possibly can. Welcome, everyone just joining the stream. We appreciate everyone's support. Smash the likes, especially if you're getting value out of today's stream. Smash the like regardless and show your support. We greatly appreciate it, family. Send it, JV. Let's go. Bitcoin bulls in the building. Web City, USA. Can Max be a bit fanatical when it comes to Bitcoin? I take what he says with a grain of salt. Well, I look at his track record. How many other influencers in the world were educating you about Bitcoin back in 2011? How many? I'll wait. I don't know anyone. Yeah, so the Keiser report was the first international TV coverage of Bitcoin, right? So they get the credit. And he said, paraphrasing, this is the story of the decade, the new rich. And lo and behold, he was right, because Bitcoin, we're still talking about it, and that was freaking in 2011, so it's like almost 15 years ago. So he has the track record. He is the high priest for a reason. He's Bukele's right-hand man when it comes to Bitcoin, and he plays a part of the role for that adoption in El Salvador. So I highly respect Max, more so than anyone else, because even Saylor didn't get Bitcoin until 2020, right? Saylor was anti-Bitcoin in 2013. He just didn't believe it would take off. Max, he saw this ahead of everyone else, hence why he's the high priest. So I have mad respect for him. And it's his job to know this stuff. He's a very smart man. He's very well connected, and he understands financial markets because he has over 40 years experience. JV is new to the financial market. You know what I mean? I got started in Bitcoin in 2017, so I don't know much, and I don't pretend to be the expert. But Max, 40 years being an insider in Wall Street, understanding all the shenanigans. Who else has been calling out Jamie the Tapeworm Diamond for the past 2 decades? Nobody, right? So I have respect for him because he calls out the fraudsters, the hucksters, and all these mofos. No one else does it. He has balls, and that's what most journalists lack in today's day and age. You know what I mean? They lack the balls to tell the truth and call it how you really see it. This is the truth. Most people are paid off. Max, he is incorruptible, just like Bitcoin. That's why I respect him. The Max candle, send it. You already know Troy J. Saudi Middle East money is 1,000 times BlackRock and MicroStrategy. There you go. That's the big money, family, and it's about to come. Is Munger rolling over? Apology. All you need to know is buy Bitcoin. Amen, Thomas. Don't listen to the hucksters and the fraudsters. Is there physical Bitcoin? Thank God it's not a physical thing, because they would just steal it from you. We're seeing a Bitcoin pissing contest between the governments, the royals, and Wall Street. Well said, Daddy-O. That should be comment of the day right there. Couldn't have said it better myself. That describes the game theory that JV is preaching each and every day on the channel. Back over 45,000, baby. Let's go 50 G's. Send it, Chris Robinson. What it do? Tell him, JV. You got it, Stewart. I respect the people that call out the Janet Yellens, the Christine Lagardes, and all these mofos we have no respect for. Because who else is doing it? Nobody, right? Nobody. USA has the power with dollars. The world. Excuse me. Let me get some drink. Do you think it's better to DTC Bitcoin or trade for profits? Do you mean DCA? Personally, it's least risky to just hodl. I'm not a gambler. I don't like stress of trading, so I don't pretend to be a trader. I'm not a day trader. I could be. I'd probably be decent at it, but I'd rather just deliver the news, hodl, and sleep good at night. You know what I mean? What up, Red Star? Definitely going to take profit in the way up. Form must be completed for carrying monetary instruments over 10 G's. That's right. You got to declare it. And if you say yes and travel with it, they'll just confiscate it from you. So it's kind of like a trick. Are you carrying more than 10,000? Oh, I am. Let me tell you and be upfront about it. Oh, great. Give it to me. What? What is this? That's the world we live in. Haunted memories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keiser even did a special called Hang the Bankers. Anyone else speak out like that against banking cartels? Nobody. Show me who did episodes called Hang the Bankers. Bitcoin factory tours will be available shortly after the ETFs are approved. Day trading is stressful. Yeah, it is. It's not for the not for the faint-hearted. I want to be new wealth called Bitcoin. Word up, Patrick. Welcome to the Bitcoin revolution. Sell or buy 4x BTC? What is 4x BTC? Is that a wrap version? Let me know. Trading does not have to be day trading, longer term swing trading. Correct. There's all different types of trading. Good point, Nate. If the US governments were smart, they would print 10 trillion and buy as much Bitcoin as possible. Alex Jones. Shout out Alex Jones. I'm a fan. In fact, speaking of Alex Jones, we're going to be doing a JV Reacts to Max Keiser's new Alex Jones interview, which we started yesterday. We'll see if we can finish it today. I believe Keiser was a longtime well-known journalist on the financial beat. Well said, Nate. Problem with DCA is you can't pick your price. Swan DCAs by their strike prices are high. They make extra money on the spread. And when they control the bid, says XX, is it possible to control the mining system? You could mine your own Bitcoin. I don't know what you mean by controlling a mining system, Rob. So you got to clarify there, brother. Shout out Argentina. Also, yeah, Javier Milei, new Bitcoin Pro president. Don't wait on Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, and then wait. I am a day trader. I daily trade. Right on. That's scary. New fiat for BTC. Sats, stupid, autocorrect. Yeah, autocorrect can be pain. I completely understand. All good, Raven. We understand what you're saying. Shout out, Raven. Treasure Christie, wish my buddy would let me go all in on Bitcoin, but at least he gave me 10% of our asset amount. He is a trader. Right on. Well, his conviction will grow as the price grows. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Bitcoin 24/7, 365. You got it. Bitcoin will never 7-to-1 reverse split like a stock on a trade. Why are we comparing Bitcoin to stock trades? Yeah. Bitcoin's in its own vector, fam. I do not control volcanic energy. Geothermal mining, let's go. How many volcanoes are there on the planet that could be mining Bitcoin right now? Yes, free energy, baby. Miners collecting all the fees, and we'll be getting more at the all-time high within next 10 months. 777 on the stream right now. That's a divine omen right there. That means we're all winning. So congratulations. If you got Bitcoin, you've already hit the jackpot. I've been following Max since he was 13. I'm 27, or since you were 13. I always adored his honesty and willingness to inform and help people. Precisely, Because most people would never do that in fear they'd lose their career, in fear that they wouldn't have any support. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bad things that happen to people who speak the truth. You know that. XRP number 1 says gets G. There is no better than Bitcoin, family. And the miners are going to hodl. I love to stack sats each and every day. Amen. You know what I mean? Bitcoin reverse splits every time and someone loses their Keiser wallets and Bitcoins are lost and make all other Bitcoins more valuable. Yeah, Satoshi is a smart man, the way he created it for us, where lost Bitcoin gives us all a raise. So the more Bitcoin lost, the more valuable our Bitcoin becomes because the more scarce it becomes in return. Good point. Frank the Tank, Degen. I wouldn't sell my Bitcoin. Love it, family. You're no Degen. You're a smart man. Nipsey woke up. Yes, he did. Bro, Bitcoin should be over 100 G's. The US dollar is 34 damn trillion. Good point. Shout out Sergio Novo. I appreciate you subbing to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. You know what I mean? He went behind you. Just waiting. Yeah. 100% T Dillard. What's up? But here's what we're going to do next. We're going to continue with the uncensored version of the show exclusively on Rumble. If you don't know, I stream live simultaneously every day, the pod, on YouTube and Rumble. When the YouTube stream ends, we all go to Rumble and we watch the uncensored version of the show because there's certain things I can't talk about on YouTube because their parent company, Google, is a gatekeeper of the truth, and you already know that. So we're going to all head on over to Rumble and we're going to watch Alex Jones and Max Keiser, my favorite duo, alongside with Stacey Herbert. And we're going to finish where we left off yesterday because we didn't get finished with the interview. It's going to be lit. I encourage you to go there. I appreciate everyone's support. Much love and much respect. Head on over to Rumble right now, and I'll see you there. Let's get this mofo started, shall we? Cheers, family. All right, YouTube.